Hello, crafters! This is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and I'm back with another Spellbinders Steals and Deals. This time, it's the early Black Friday sale. So what we just came off of was the pre-Black Friday. There was an extra discount if you were a VIP member, meaning you were a Platinum or Diamond member or a current Kit Club member. That extra 10% is gone, but what is in this sale now is a super steal, which is an extra 40% off automatically applied to clearance. And I'll talk about that when I get into the clearance section. So in this sale, there are some super steals. When there are super steals, this is a great time for you to stock up on some of the goodies you might have in your wish list or gift-giving ideas for fellow crafters and more. Love that. I will be putting timestamps in this video. There are different categories in this video. There are dies, BetterPress, the clearance super steals, embossing deals, embellishments, some ink, and also some supplies. But before I get started, don't forget to check your rewards. Remember, rewards at Spellbinders equals cash, so you can apply that. Check your wish list, see if what you would like is in this sale. Not everything is in here, and some of what was in the pre-Black Friday sale is not in this sale. Some things carried forward and then added more to the collection on sale now. Things like that. So it's like this. I do have a feeling that this same early Black Friday sale will become the Black Friday sale. Last year that happened and the year before, but then again, maybe they changed their mind because this is the first time we did a pre-Black Friday, then early now. So maybe it will switch again, not sure. I do know when I know, meaning I have to go online and see the sale and then. So if there is a big change, then I'll do another video, but this video might become Black Friday, just saying. So we're going to stick a pin in this one, okay? But before I start the sale, I want to remind you that there is the holiday gift guide, which is a digital magazine, and you can see a few Spellbinders makers' favorites, including mine. So I'll put a link for that below. I'm detailing and linking everything I'm talking about. I think I'm going to have to abbreviate a few things, so you can take some notes while you're watching this video. There's still the holiday gift sets, which is a web page dedicated to all the holiday offerings at Spellbinders, so you can take a look at that as well. Your best deal in the holiday gift sets will be the Mega Machine Bundle. That has 4 goodies for a special price: a white Platinum 6 die cut machine, a My Turn handle that will help you run that machine even easier, a BetterPress letterpress system, and a glimmer machine. All 4 goodies for a special price, so you can definitely check that out. Also, crafters, advent calendars are available, meaning the Crafty Advent Calendar 2025 and the 12 Days of Stitchmas. There is still a lot of hero arts in this sale, and you can still check out the November Kit Club. I'll link my video here. If you are going to subscribe to Kit Club, keep that purchase separate. It will have free shipping, even if you only subscribe to one club. But don't mix it with this sale because it holds everything up. And subscribing to Kit Club will not make this free shipping. Free shipping in this sale is at $125 worth of products, okay? So just keep them separate. Along with the November Kit Club, there's also a new exclusive for everyone to purchase. It's a Kit Club item only at Spellbinders. So you'd have to have this set, Cozy Toe Slippers from last year. You can still purchase this individually, so you don't have to be a Kit Club member. The new die set is Cozy Toes Friends, which adds on to this. This is more like a holiday version. Comes with a penguin, the bunnies all year round, a reindeer, Santa, and a monster claw. This one, Cozy Toes Friends, this die set is all year round now. You get a unicorn. You could also turn it into a horse, and then a frog, a monster, and a shark. I do have a video going into more detail. I link it here, but I'll show you quickly what it is. Cozy Toe Slippers makes this. So you have to have this set because of the legs, okay? And the shoe. You have to have this base die set. Then you add on this one. So if you haven't seen it yet, you can make cute, fun cards like this. So love. Unicorn, monster, and baby shark. Love it. So definitely check that out. I'll put a link for this below as well. The whole thing will be called Cozy Toes, okay? And crafters, if you enjoy these Steals and Deals videos, please support my channel by just giving a thumbs up, give a like. And if you want to catch these videos when they first release, consider subscribing, okay? Okay, crafters, I'm going to start off with the new in sale, which continues from the previous sale. This is an example of we saw 2 items or 3 items. Now we're seeing more in it. Cocoa Wonderland die, that's coming in at $22.67 from $30.23. Yuletide Ride is coming in at $17.24 from $22.99. The Snow Notes with the carolers, the snowmen carolers, so cute. $17.24 from $22.99. The 3 Magi, this is a great die set. Also $17.24 from $22.99. And the BetterPress. For BetterPress, I'm going to be using the abbreviation BP. For hot foil plate, I use HFP. Okay, so this is Merry Messages press plate. It comes in at $14.99 from $19.99. Press or glimmer die cut once, and it has 5 different fonts. So love. Look at that one with the Cocoa Wonderland with Santa. That is Merry Messages right there. This is Yuletide Ride with the car. Check out Yana Smukula's YouTube channel. She made 6 cards with this, different styles, and was showing you how to stretch your die. So she stretched this die set to new heights. Seriously, you got to see that. This is the carolers with the snowmen. You see how the font looks different? The 3 Magi does come with a stamp set. So this is a die and stamp. I'll just put S&D. That means stamp and die, okay? So sweet. Look at all these lovely themes. I love the Merry Messages, so I've used it a bunch of times. So let's take a look quickly at how many times I've used it and more since. Here it is with 12 Days of Stitchmas. Again, 12 Days of Stitchmas. See how it looks completely different? Again, 12 Days of Stitchmas. I love the Season's Greetings. That's my favorite out of it. And then look at these 2 as well. Thumbs up for fabulous. If you have BetterPress or Glimmer, treat yourself to this one. And out of 1 sheet of paper, you can get a whole lot of these messages, whether you press or glimmer. Love, 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 love. So this is the Wonderland collection. All of it's on sale. Up next, Country Christmas collection. In the last sale, we only had like 1 or 2 items. Now we have 4 items. Yay! Country Christmas Barn is in this sale. It's coming in at $17.39 from $28.99. That's your steal right here. This is fabulous. I'll show you my example in a second. Christmas Rocking Chair. This is another winner right here. $19.79 from $32.99. Then there is the Snowman, Country Snowman. Thumbs up for this one as well. $15.45 from $25.75. And the Christmas Horse-Drawn Wagon, this one is coming in at $21.74 from $28.99. This is the only one I don't have an example for, so I'm showing you a graphic here of what it would look like assembled. Really, really cute. Let's start off with the Christmas Barn. Hello. Love, 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 love this card. So super fun. Here is the Rocking Chair. Love that as well. Both of them tell a full story. Can't get enough of that. And then here is the Country Snowman with Merry Messages that I just showed you. Fun, fabulous collection. All of it is on sale, so definitely take a look at this if it's in your wish list. This might be the time so you can get it in time to craft with it this holiday season. Love, love. You could go to a crop with this collection or with the Wonderland collection and spend a whole weekend making a lot of cards. Up next, crafters, happy to see this beauty in the sale. This is a beautiful die set. It does have a diagram as well. When you go on the product page, just scan through all the photos and then you'll see the diagram for this beauty. Gifting Bow Die. This is coming in at $14.99 from $24.99. That's a great deal for a beautiful die set. Look at the ribbon. You can use 1 ribbon. You can use 2 ribbon. This is a great die set to make a lot of bits with it as well. Like if you were to make like a place card, you could use the bow and then some of this. You can also deconstruct this set because you have the poinsettia, the holly, more flowers, berries. Everything can mix, match, and play within here and be used in other die sets. So you could just pull the bow alone, you could just pull the poinsettia alone, things like that. So this is a great one to add to your stash and stretches your stash. So Gifting Bow, great deal, beautiful, love, love, love. Next up, again in this sale, this is the swatch collection of dies. Spellbinders has some new card stock. 48 new colors. I'll link my video here so you can take a look at all 48 colors up close. This is the swatch making kit, but you can use this swatch beyond just the 48 colors. Here is an example of the 48 colors, okay? In this sale, these two are on sale just like the last sale. This is the color swatch petal stat die. It's coming in at $11.99 from $15.99. And color swatch wheel die, I'll put the rate here on the screen. With the petal stack, this is what you can make. To make your swatch like this, you're going to need the original, not on sale, color swatch petal. So you may own this already if you bought it, or you can put this one in your wish list, but get this one now, and vice versa. And this beauty right here, the color swatch wheel would give you 6 spots. This one gives you 5 spots. So it's in this sale. If you want to get it, yay! Also, crafters, speaking of swatching, the DIY color deck. The whole deck is not on sale, but what is on sale, the holiday expansion pack. This one includes 12 new cards, holiday themed. This is $7.99 from $9.99. The DIY color deck teaches you color theory, gives you color inspiration, like the color cube, which a lot of you really went in and bought that because volume 3 and 4 are not there, but I'll talk about it towards the end of the video about the color deck, okay? So you can definitely check out the DIY holiday expansion pack. That's on sale, okay? Up next, North Pole Friends. Only 2 die sets are on sale from the entire collection. North Pole Sentiments. This is coming in at $17.39 from $28.99. That's a great deal. And Polar Bear Pals, $13.79 from $22.99. Here is an example of North Pole Friends Sentiments. You get this really cute snowman, and then those are the North Pole Sentiments. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Santa's Workshop, and Toy Shop with this cute little pole that you can put the sentiment on. This is a set that's like 3 for 1. You can use the sentiments by itself. You can use the pole by itself and the snowman. So that's a 3 for 1. This one I don't have an example for the polar bears, but super fun. This is from Simon Hurley. Next up, this beauty is in the sale again. Cocoa Greetings Dies. This is such a fun die set. $22.95 from $27. You can make a Santa mug, penguin mug, or a reindeer mug. Here are 2 examples of it. Isn't that super cute? This is also a great die set that kids can work with and just have a lot of fun. Or you can make cards for your kids, cards for those young at heart. This sizing, you can also use it for your scrapbooking and mini album making, junk journals, December daily, etc. Okay? Cocoa Greetings, such a fun die set. To go along with Cocoa Greetings, there is Mugs and Mittens. Love this die set. This is coming in at $34 from $40. This is a large die of the month. Lots of fun in this one. Here are the little mittens, and you get this mug. I used the little snowflake, but there's also a snowman and Santa. Let me show you another card I made from this, so you can even deconstruct it. This is just the mug only. Isn't that cute? I love the sizing of the Santa and the snowman. So fun. Love, 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 love Mugs and Mittens and Cocoa Greetings. Lots of fun holiday cards can be made and shared. Yay! La Dolce Vita collection. You only see 1 die set. I have no idea from the last time I just showed you this where everything else is. I don't know. There's going to be a few spots in the video that either I'll have the example or no die set. No die set, but an example. I am packing up my craft room and I don't know what I did with the rest of it, but I do have the favorite out of that La Dolce Vita collection. This is Beyond the Door. I'll link my video here if you want to see what the die set looks like. But the other dies I'm going to show you in this, I will also insert a picture here on the screen so you can see. I was spending way too much time trying to find the die. I wanted to even put on some new press-on nails. I was like, if I do that, this is just going to keep pushing back. So I said, no, let me just give you guys all the great deals and these super steals. So Beyond the Door, this is still coming in at $22.99 from $39.99. That's a fabulous deal for a huge die set. It has lemons, oranges, bougainvillea. Look at the scene it creates. Here's another version with another scene. This was taught by Jennifer McGuire. Look at this interactive card and look how it lines up. I can't believe I made this and it actually lined up like this on top of that. Just fun. Just super fun. And here's another one of Beyond the Door. Just having lots of fun. And you see how it's like different times. It could be daytime, evening, I think it makes great holiday cards, scenic cards, thinking of you. Now there's 2 more die sets I'm going to talk about that I don't have. So we're going to look at the dies. We're going to look at the cards while I talk about them. So the die set is called Deckside Dream. It's coming in at $13.79 from $22.99. That's a great deal. You can make your cruise ship, love boat, etc. Princess cruise, just having lots of fun. This is the example I taught in the Weekender, and this was an example taught by Kim during the Weekender. Isn't that fun? So love, love, love Deckside Dream. Everything from the die is here and here, okay? So that's what it looks like. Next die set is Under the Sun. This is a card that was taught by Jennifer McGuire. Look at that. More interactive fun. So Under the Sun is coming in at $21.74 from $28.99. Everything right here is in the die set. The face, this interactive detail, that back outline, and the sentiment, Hello Sunshine, okay? $21.74. So definitely check out La Dolce Vita. It's a great collection, beautiful collection. And here's the last item that's new in sale. Crafters, I have the cards, no dies. I put the dies in a scrapbook.com envelope, and I think I put the envelope in the wrong slot. Wasting too much time looking for it, so I'm going to just show you a graphic of what the die will look like. Only 2 of the 3 are on sale. This is from the Cheerful Chirps collection. This beauty, the Flying High, is not in this sale, but I do love this set. But what is in the sale is the Pretty Bird die set. This one is coming in at $13.79 from $22.99. You can make a cute set of lovebirds. To get these florals and that detail, that's from the Flying High, okay? This is like a 2-for-1. Gives you the branch, foliage, and flowers, and that beautiful cockatoo. This would give you the bird cage with those birds, okay? But still, fabulous. The whole collection is just so pretty. Link my video here so you can take a look at that as well. And then this is called Free Oscar Hugs or Free Hugs Oscar. I'll put the proper name on the screen. $8.06 from $13.43. That's a great deal as well. Look at the cute little bird. Love, 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 love. Again, all this foliage comes from Flying High, which is not in the sale, but you can definitely put that one in your wish list. It's a fantastic set. I have stretched Flying High beyond here, okay? Alrighty, moving on. Next up, crafters, look at this pile of dies I have to show you. We are going to go into the clearance steals. There's some BetterPress in here too, but you definitely have to check that out. Lots and lots of clearance steals. So it's items in clearance with an automatic 40% off added to it. If your computer glitches in your cart and you don't see the 40%, use the code BF40. It will only apply to clearance items in the sale. This is a great time to look at your wish list. This is also a great time to get these items because now that we're at this extra 40 and then now the price is going way down, these items are on the way out. Spellbinders wants to clean their shelves. So let's help them along. You can add goodies to your stash. You can also gift some of these goodies if you are going to a crop or something like that, or you have a swap gift exchange with a fellow crafter or crafters. This is a great time to pick up some goodies. All right, first up in the sale, which I was surprised to see. This is Simon Hurley's Up and Away die set plus his Fly a Kite dies. Couldn't believe it. This is coming in at $15.39 from $21.99. Then you add on the 40% off. This die set is now $9.23. Yes, super steal. Fly a Kite. This is a large die set. This is $20.99 from $29.99. And then you subtract the 40% and it becomes $12.59. Thumbs up again. That's around what? $22, $23? For 2 fabulous die sets. So let's take a look at them. Here is the Fly Away where you can make a girl or a boy. That's my daughter or my son here. Isn't that cute? And it does come with a small kite in there. Then the Fly a Kite makes a kite like this, and there is different styles. There are diagrams for both of these, okay? Just look on the product page. So that's a super, super steal. Love, love, love. This one is the by far winner because you get the boy and girl and all of that, but this is fun too. Love that. Up next, Crafty Tools die and also Label and Icons die. Crafty Tools is coming in at $17.49 from $24.99. Less 40%, you're at $10.49. And this is great for scrapbookers, especially with the scissors and everything and the washi. If you want fun, crafty tools in terms of it being like this in a die set, this is just super fun for everybody, actually. And then Label Icon. This is $16.09 from $22.99. The 40% will automatically apply. I'm not going to give you the 40% because that would have just taken me longer to make the video. On some items, I will tell you because it's just worth telling you with the 40% what it is. Here is an example of these two. Isn't this fun? I love this little item right here. There's the washi, there's the glue. There's also this with the note that comes with a push pin. I didn't see it in this sale, but this is still super duper fun. Up next from Bougie Birthday, this is the Ganache Gâteau, huge birthday cake that you can also shorten. Cover this up and cut this down and you can shorten it for an A2 card. This is coming in at $20.99 from $29.99, and then of course the additional 40. Here are two examples of it. You get the macarons, you also get the icing. You can decorate it with flowers from your stash. That's mini blooms and sprigs, also again in this sale. You also get some little doodads here. Garland, fun, fun, fun. Ganache Gâteau, winner. Up next, this little beauty is a super steal, especially for cards for like toddler, baby, something cute like that. Younger folks, so love. Birthday Bliss Die. This is coming in at $8.10 from $27. $8 from $27. And then I just had to see what the extra 40 would be. $4.86 for this set, where you get a sloth. Adorable, and a turtle. You can style it in such a way that it's for boys and for girls. Love that. And then the balloon. This can work outside of this set. You can put any cutie here with that balloon. So there's like a 3-for-1 in this set. You also get clouds too. So super cute, right? $4.86. Add to cart if you don't own this one. You never know when you're going to need a card for baby, or if you are scrapbooking and you're doing your scrapbook from when the kids were young or your grandkids, add these cuties to your layouts. That would be so fun. Up next, the Beads of Friendship collection is on the way to being retired. It's a fabulous collection. There is a BetterPress set, which I'll talk about because I use this one all the time. It's one of my favorites. So now that it's like on super sale, I'm like, really? Let me get another one. This is Bestie's Sentiment Press Plate and Die. It is $9 from $29.99. Had to see what it was with the additional 40. It comes in at $5.40. You can press or glimmer, die cut once, a whole series of sentiments. This is my second set of it because on one sheet of paper, I can make two sets at the same time. Love this set. I press it, I glimmer it, just have fun, change up the colors, use it all the time. And I'm going to give you an example of how I use this all the time. Heart Hands. This one is just such a pretty little die set with the two hands that come into a heart. It is $7.20 from $23.99. This is now $4.32 with the 40% off. Thumbs up. This one also, another thumbs up for Bestie's Heart in Hand. This can work on larger cards and you can also crop it down for an A2. This is coming in at $9 from $29.99. Also $5.40 with the 40% off. You could get all three of these for like $16. Super steal. And just have it ready to go. Here is the Heart in Hand. And here is an example of Heart Hands. So fun. And all the sentiments here. Right here from Bestie's Sentiments Press Plate and Die. There are some sentiments in here that go beyond always just friendship, like Tied to You with a Smile. That could be for your boyfriend, husband, best friend, kids, etc. You Are My Closest Friend. Of course, that's a friendship one. But let's just go further with the Bestie's sentiments. Here are two examples. This is a brand new example. This is featuring the clear wax seal stamp maker, the new wax seal set. I'll put the link for that below if I can fit it in. So I use Tied to You with a Smile. Here I also use Tied to You with a Smile with the frogs because they're a little couple. Isn't that cute? You're My Closest Friend with wax seal. Again, Tied to You with a Smile. Again, You'll Always Have Me because I wanted a small sentiment. I love this. I love these small ones. It says a lot, small. And then Have a Marvelous Time. That's great for travel. Isn't that just so fun? Love, 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 love. Truly, you definitely can get the entire set, all three here for under $20. Love that. Up next, crafters, these two die sets. Thumbs up for making elegant holiday cards. This is the time when you can use something to do the from our home to yours. You're giving it to your boss. You're making it for your team leader at work. That type of thing where you don't want to give them something too personal. You want to give them something pretty. That's when you start reaching for the elegant cards. Yana's Amaryllis is $16.79 from $23.99. Her Home for Christmas press plate, which has coordinating die for each sentiment here. This is coming in at $26.94 from $38.49. So that's a super steal already. Then tack on the additional 40%. You're at $16.16. Thumbs up, winner. Look at all the sentiments here. But Suzanne, I can't read it. I'll show you because I use it all the time. Here's an example of Yana's Amaryllis and one of the sentiments glimmered. Gorgeous, right? Look how elegant that card is. Here it is on a recent card from, I think, last month's Kit Club or the month before. I'll be home for Christmas. Here it is again, Playful with Santa. Happy holidays. Fabulous. Here it is one more time, actually. Look at this on a more recent card. This is with last month's Kit Club. I wanted to highlight the 3D embossing folder. I'm using beautiful poinsettias. Not in the sale this time, Christmas bird, but the sentiment is gorgeous. See how it just dials up everything immediately? If I had put something else there, it would look different, but really, really love this set. So I think the super steal, if you can only get one, would be this one, but this one is nice too because just such fun. On Yana's YouTube channel, she'll also show you how to do this paper piecing. I just use some Olo markers, but look how pretty that is. You can make a lot of cards like this. There's also a fun embossing folder too. Winner by far. One more thing, crafters. If you do get Home for Christmas, her new Christmas cheer sentiments, this has larger sentiments, but it's the same font. So get this one before it retires. If you love this whole styling, this will just give you a larger footprint, both of them. Thumbs up. So Christmas cheer and also Home for Christmas sentiments. They're both fabulous BetterPress sentiments. Up next, crafters, Colorful Expressions Blooms. This is $20 from $40. Then you add on the additional 40%. So super pretty. You can use these larger flowers on your layouts and more. You can also just use one flower to put on an A2 card. So that's fabulous. Next up, crafters, I was surprised to see this one in clearance because the rest of the collection is not. This is the Happy Hour collection. There is the new Happier Hour collection. I'll link my Happier Hour collection video here if you want to see how you can mix, match, and play between all these goodies. Sunset in a Glass is $19.59 from $27.99. With the additional 40% is coming in at $11.75. Fabulous set, especially if you travel a lot for the holidays like summertime and you go on summer vacation. This is a fun one for travel. What is not on clearance is the sister to it, which is the Olive Martini. Everybody loves a martini. I don't know why they don't love this one because she's just as fabulous. Here's an example from last year's Weekender with two of the glass. Here's another one from the Weekender. Here is one where I turned it Halloween with the Halloween add-on. And here is this one, which is an invitation. I call this one the South Beach card. Isn't that fun? So get this one at $11.75 and it's retiring. So if you love this collection, you might want to add this one if you don't own it already, okay? Up next, crafters, here is the Say Cheese camera die. I actually have two of them. So it would be like this, okay? It's coming in at $6.30 from $20.99. That's already a steal. Then we add on the additional 40. That's $3.78. Look at the camera. Use it for everything. Scrapbooking, cards, etc. It's just such a fun set and it makes an adorable camera. Love that. Wonder Boots is also on sale. You can definitely check out all these clearance steals. Up next, crafters, the Castle Tail dies. If I'm running out of space, I'll just put castle so you'll know it's this. This is a castle, that's a carriage. The castle is coming in at $8.50 from $16.99. Love, love, love that. You can use this for all your theme park and princess cards and all sorts of goodies. Up next, Over the Rainbow. I was surprised to see this one on super clearance. This is $6.60 from $21.99. So this is coming in close to where the Say Cheese cameras. This is probably like $4 for this. And you get a whole scene with this. You get a full flower that you can use by itself. You get the little scene here. You get the little bushes for it. You get the clouds. You also get the rainbow. You can deconstruct this. This is a fun one, and it does work with the arch label and tag die, as you see here. So super cute. So over the rainbow, winner. It's a on the way out winner. Here's another on the way out winner. I was surprised at this one. Use this one for your holiday crafting. Saint Nick dies. This is $19.59 from $27.99. With the additional 40, it comes in at $11.75. Look at Santa. To shorten Santa to fit on an A2 card, all you do is just use a shorter hat. There's two hats. One that's taller, like what I have here, and one that's shorter, but he is very easy to put together. Comes with a snowflake, the little lantern, that little Christmas tree that can be used on its own. Such a great set, and for $11.75 overall, winner. Great for all your holiday cards. This would be really cute too if you design it like in the Ralph Lauren aesthetic. So fun. That whole Ralph Lauren Christmas theme is like taking over decor. You can also use it in all your holiday cards too. It's just traditional Christmas with a splash of elegance. So splash of elegance on here would be gold then, okay? And the reds and the greens. Traditional, your reds would be a more darker red. Really, really pretty. Up next, this whole collection is on sale. This is Nicole's Needlework Collection. This was also in the first Weekender workshop. Gathering Stitches die. This is the main die set that you have to then use this with it. I mean, you could also deconstruct this by itself, but it is made to work with this. So that's the starting set. This is $20.99 from $29.99. Add on the additional 40, and it is now $12.59. Definitely super steal. You can do a lot with it right here because it comes with that rainbow and these flowers, okay? So a lot can be done all year round with this. Then there were some seasonal add-ons. There is the faux embroidered stocking. This is $11.89 from $16.99. Add on the additional 40, super steal. There is the faux embroidered spruce. This one is $14.69 from $29.99. Additional 40 will be added. Embroidered pumpkin, which can be your fall and Halloween. This one is $14.69 from $20.99. And lastly, this is fun to give you all the little ephemera bits for your embroidery hoop. And you can use these on your layouts as well. So you get the needle and floss, you get little scissor, all of that good stuff, and the thread and spool. This is $8.39 from $11.99. And then additional 40 will be added. If you use Gathering Stitches as intended, you're looking at this. This is it by itself now with the flowers and the rainbow, the hoop. Here we're adding on the Needleworker Toolkit right here at the bottom. Then you can start having fun with the add-ons. Here is the embroidered stocking. Look how fun that is, all layered up, looking so super festive. Here is my favorite add-on, the embroidered spruce. I love the tree. I love the small size. So super pretty. Love, love, love. See how it's fun and festive? That was taught by Nicole's 4 at the Weekender. And then this is when I got home from the Weekender. She also taught us this without the embroidery hoop, just using the tree. Then I use the tree here on a masculine card with a foundation die. And then last example, I'm using the embroidery hoop, some of the stitching with some flowers. This is from the Advent Calendar 2024 last year. Looking at this, I might use this for the 25 Advent Calendar. Yay! Love, 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 love. So this is a fun one. If your budget is tight and you can only get one, this is the one to get then. And if you could get one or two add-ons, I would get this one and this. These two are fabulous. You could add these two for fun, but winner, by far winner. Speaking of winners, by far winners, this is a fantastic, beautiful, elegant 5x7 die set. It's called the Timeless 5x7 Card Front Die. Love, 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 love. I'll just put Timeless 5x7. When you see 5x7, you'll know what I'm talking about. So this gives you the outline of a 5x7, the inner flourish detail, a beautiful little oval with some more detail in an oval shape, and also a little center label. This is coming in at super, super steal. $12.90 from $42.99. Less 40%, you're now at $7.74. There is no reason why you can't add this one to your stash now. $7 from $42.99. By far winner. When you want elegant cards, Like you have a lot of these Paul Antonio sentiments. Some of his sentiments too are on sale in this sale in clearance. I'll put a link for Paul Antonio clearance steals as well. So sending love, and here I have it in the background. So all year round. And then here I have it with the 12 days of Stitchmas. Love, 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 love. I love to make it as a shaped card. To make it a shaped card, all I do is put a 1/2-inch score line, glue the tops together, and it can make a top folding. It can also make a side opening card like so. Super fun. Look how elegant it is. Even with that little nutcracker, so elegant. There is Yana's Christmas cheer sentiment. See the same font, just a larger sizing? Gorgeous. Because this all looks elegant, so I use one of her sentiments. That's why I said it's on super clearance. Get it before it's gone. Here it is now with just glimmer, highlighting glimmer and looking so pretty. So you can have lots of fun with this one. And at $7, that's a way beyond super steal for a huge die set. If you want to use it on an A2, then you can use these smaller bits too. Love, 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 love. Also from the collection, the Timeless Hearts border. Right now, it is $5.71 from $18.99. I don't have the less 40, but it'll be pretty much nothing at that point. Look how beautiful and elegant it is. This is great too for scrapbooking. You can just run this and then just run it along your side, you know. Did you see the new glass board? Okay, I'll talk about that towards the end because they have the 20% again and giving a gift. So we'll talk about that towards the end. But this is great for scrapbooking and card making like so. This is a A6 card. So super pretty border. And it also has this die layer, what you see here with the lighter green. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Continuing the elegance, these two are on the way out. This is from the Peacock Paradise collection. Glorious Peacock is coming in at $9 from $29.99. Yeah, less 40%, $5.40. This is also the same price, $5.40 with the additional 40. Love. Here are two examples. There's the butterfly. So this now is coming in at $11 for two huge die sets. Love, 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 love. Look at the peacock, elegant. Look at this one, also elegant. Love it. I thought it was retired. These might be like the last few left in store. If you love it, this is the time to get it, okay? Up next, crafters, there are two sets. I can't find the second set because I put up a lot of my hot foil plates. But here is the Mylar balloon dies. This is coming in at $16.79 from $23.99. The birthday sentiments hot foil plate, that's $9.90. Yes, $9.90 from $32.99. I spent a few minutes looking for it. I can't find it, but you'll see it on my two examples here. You'll get sentiments like this. Here are three of the sentiments, and you also saw You're Invited before with the sunset in a glass. So there is You're Invited, Let's Party, Happy Birthday, Make a Wish. Look at the balloons, super fun. So I'm going to put the sentiment right under Mylar balloons, and you get a star, a heart, and a circle. Super fun. Up next, crafters, is this beauty, stitched ice cream dies. So the stitching occurs here in the center of the ice cream, but you can choose to stitch or not. You see that pops out, so you can just make the ice cream solid. And then here's the bottom piece, which can just be texture too if you don't stitch, but it's also great to practice your stitching on. I have a few stitching tutorial videos here on my channel as well, so you can check that out. This is coming in at $10.50 from $35 with the additional 40% off, $6.30. This is definitely worth taking a chance, and it would be great on your scrapbooking again. Love the sizing. It can still work on an A2 card as well. You can use this if you want to make little banners and such. This is a great one. This is also a great element for your cards for your kids and such, okay? So at $6.30, get this before it is gone. Such a pretty set. It does have a cherry too with the stem, okay? And some sentiments too. Nice. Next up, crafters, these two are from the Tunnelscapes collection. So part of the Tunnelscapes collection is retiring or being put on super clearance. The bigger dies, the foundation dies, those are still standard. One of them is in the sale, so I'll talk about that in more dies. Flyaway dies, this is coming in at $6.30 from $20.99. That's on the way out. So these are the add-ons to the Tunnelscapes collection. Perched birds, this is $7.20 from $23.99. With the additional 40% off, this is coming in at $4.32. Winner. So for the flyaway, here are two examples. Isn't that fun with the plain? You see right there? That is Bestie Sentiments Press Plate and Die. Have a marvelous time. So fun. So you get a plane, you also get a kite. Here is Perch Birds with the Tunnel Cloud die, which is the only one in the sale. My favorite, actually. I'm surprised that the other two aren't in the sale. Look at the birds and the branch. So super pretty. So that's an example of that one, okay? So for $4.32, you can still use this die without having the tunnel cloud too, and it would still work. Very, very pretty. Up next, crafters, the Blooming Pomegranate die. $12 from $40. I don't have an example of it. I can't find it. It does make a beautiful card. It does have a foliage frame, and then these circles is where you build on top of it with the pomegranate, flowers, all sorts of goodies, okay? And I did make another card, which I didn't look for, where I used the foliage base and then I stuck different flowers on here. Mix, match, and play. Have fun. So at $12 from $40 and then an additional 40% off, thumbs up. Blooming Pomegranate. This had retired. What they have right now is probably like a handful. If you want to get it, this is the time, okay? Next up, Notch Corner Frames die. I am so upset because I can't find any of my examples. That means that the last time I showed this, I normally put my foundation dies together. It's wherever that is. So I don't know where that is. I've never done this with a foundation die, but it is what it is right now. I couldn't wait forever. Notch Corner Frame is $19.59. So this is retiring from $27.99 with the additional 40% off. It's coming in at $11.75. I've been showing you a few graphics here while I'm talking about that I can't find it, which is so true. I can't find it. That means that I stack them all together and put them somewhere where they probably should not be. It's a great one. Plus, Notch Corner Frame is also great for your masculine cards. Keep that in mind if you're looking to make it easier to make masculine cards. Up next, here is this fun holiday one. This is called the Stitched Christmas Sweater. Love this. I can't believe that this is retiring. This is such a fabulous set. $25.19 from $35.99. Additional 40 would be added onto it. You can make ornaments. Two-sided because the sweater is symmetrical, and the stitching on here is not on the sweater, so you can layer up the sweater. It's here on the bits like the tree, the snowflake, or that ho ho ho. This is a beautiful, nice, substantial. I need to make some of these then for my Christmas tree. So fun. Here it is on a card. Look at the sweater detail. Here it is again on a card, and you can also crop it to make it fit on a smaller card. Here it is on a 5x7. So love. This is also on sale too, the stitch poinsettia, okay? It will be right next to this one if you look at it going through the web pages for the sale. This is a by far winner every year, and this is a timeless one too, and you can put stuff on it to make it an ugly sweater too. Next up, Making Me Smile Sentiments Hot Foil Plate. Can't find my original set. This is the second set that I bought. So you glimmer this one time and then die cut it out and you get a whole series of sentiments. Look how small that is. This is $9 from $29.99. Winner. This was the first time Spellbinders had put a series of sentiments together on one plate and then just put the coordinating die and then you get a whole host of sentiments. I have a lot of this done. I bought a second set of it because I can put two of these on my glimmer machine off of one sheet of paper here and then get two sets one time. I like to go like that. When I get into my factory mode, I like to do two of something. So this was a fun one. And now with the additional 40% off, it is $5.40 from $29.99. If you have a glimmer machine, this is the time. There's also some BetterPress in here. I showed you Bestie's Sentiments press plate. There's also some other BetterPress that are in the clearance. Check those out if you have BetterPress or Glimmer. But for Glimmer, winner. Fabulous. Look at that. It's nice to have smaller sentiments when you're working with wax seal so it doesn't compete too much with what's going on. Okay, crafters, now we're going into more dies. Weren't those super steals like, yay, 2 thumbs up, super fabulous? Love all those super steals. We're now past the halfway mark of this video, okay? First up in more dies, Sailor's Light die. This is coming in at 34 from 40. No 40% off extra added, okay? This is just $34, but look at what you can make with this. This is a beautiful nautical scene. You get the mountains in the back, the houses, the lighthouse, the water, a little bit of land. I love this whole scene. There's even some clouds here too. So 34 from 40 for a large die of the month that tells a story. Thumbs up. Love. Up next, crafters, 3 car dies. This is from the Road Legends collection. Timeless Truck, Muscle Car, and Classic Car. All 3 of them are $17.24 each from $22.99 each. So that's a great deal if you love this set. These are all great for your masculine cards too. Timeless Truck. Here is my example. Love. See the tunnel cloud? Thumbs up. Here is the Muscle Car. Super duper fun. Starsky and Hutch. As a matter of fact, this one is Hallmark Christmas movies. That's that red. And then lastly, here's the Classic Car. This one I actually turned it into a feminine car. Kind of like a Mary Kay, but not the all the way pink. It's like a peachy pink. So that's super fun, right? Love that. Could have made this one pink too. Starsky and Hutches. Let me stop. Alrighty, so all 3 of these are on sale. Next up, haven't seen this fun die set in a bit. This is a steel. Flower Cart Dies is coming in at $19.79 from $32.99. You can make the flower cart. Here's everything for it. There is a diagram for it too. Look at all the floral choices and how you can layer them up. And then sentiments like fresh flowers, thanks so much, and a gift for you that you can put right here. You can also put it up here, etc. Notice the timeless border here, what I showed you from the 5x7 card, a little border, just to elevate what's going on in here. I just put that border. Pretty. That's a super steal that you can bring in with this. Love that. And the additional sentiment, you are the one I believe in. That's Bestie's Sentiments Press Plate and Die Glimmered. Thumbs up again. I tell you, small sentiment that says a lot. Love. Up next, crafters, the Little Smiles collection is on sale with Bundle of Joy with the cute little baby. There's also Toddler in here, Swing Among the Stars, and Go Kart Go. Bundle of Joy is $20.15 from $26.87 for the little baby with the stork. This creates a whole scene. You'll see in a second because one of my favorite cards. Swinging Among the Stars. This is fun too. This is an interactive card with the little detail there. It will swing the whole basket. That is $16.79 from $27.99. And Go Kart Go. This one is more like your toddler, young child. This is $17.99 from $23.99. Let's look at my examples. First, look at the babies. That's my daughter Gina. That's my son Donovan. I had to make 2 cards because just so cute with the baby. This is the one with the stork. You see what's happening there? That's Tunnel Cloud again. Look at the little balloons. That's from the Go Kart Go. So you can mix, match, and play between the 3 die sets as well. Isn't that fun? Look at the colorway. So pretty. Love, 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 love. Here is Swinging Among the Stars. With the elephant, you could put one of the little babies in here too. And see the little swinging detail? Love that. Look at the little star. This is the point that you put your little pop dot in to make it swing. But you can put anything in here. Fun, fun, fun. And lastly, Go Kart Go. You could put anything in there as well, but here's a little bunny driving. There's the balloon. There's a little monkey too. So super duper, duper duper cute. Love this little set. Little Smiles is the perfect name for this collection because when you play with it, oh goodness. And the recipient of these cards, thumbs up. They'll love them. This is Simon's Space Adventure. This is on sale by itself. This is not. Not sure about this one. But the bundle is on sale. So we're going to talk about it for a second. Space Adventure with these 3 die sets, which has Sentiment dies, the UFO Friend, and To the Moon dies with the little rocket. This is coming in at $46.18 from $61.57 for all 3. Then UFO by itself, $14.39 from $23.99. Let's look at what you can make for all your boy cards, masculine cards, and you can also use it feminine because if you did watch the movie Barbie, there was a pink rocket, right? Or a white rocket and she was wearing pink. So cute. Look at that. That's the alien. That's the rocket. Here is the rocket. So fun. Along with Tunnel Escapes collection there. Here is the rocket again and the sentiment. And there is the UFO. This is such a fun set to play with, especially if you have to make masculine cards, cards for boys. Perfect. Next up, crafters, Love on the Rocks. So this goes along with the Happy Hour collection, but it's the glass instead. So this is not on super sale, but it is on sale in this sale. This is $16.79 from $27.99. Hopefully I just made sense when I said that. You can make masculine cards with the drink. Look at that. Love it. Once you go into these darker colorways and you have your whiskey or whatever is in here, fabulous, right? Here is a feminine version, and it does include the little strawberry because it released around Valentine's. So this top part has the love, but you could also make it still a masculine card and put a heart on it for your hubby. And then here is a holiday version. I just brought in some bits with this. Isn't that fun? Love, 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 love. $16.79 for this beautiful glass. Love that. Dancing Nutcracker Fritz. This is the only Nutcracker, so I'm just going to put Nutcracker. I'm not going to put the name Fritz with it. $17.99 from $29.99. It's a big die set, but this is a labor of love. Look at what you can make with it. So super pretty. If you want to make him shorter for an A2 card, just with the legs, the interactive detail is right here. So all I would do is cut off this piece and then bring the boots up higher to put him on an A2 card. He has lots of options. There is a diagram for this because it really needed it for all the pieces. You can do a beard here, all sorts of styles, okay? Really, really love. $17.99. Thumbs up for a winning die set. Up next, this is the Dancing Moose Klondike. See the little dancing? So the Nutcracker could be dancing, but he was too pretty to have the legs dancing. I just kept him stationary. Also, $17.99 from $23.99. Isn't that interesting? So the Nutcracker is $29.99 coming in at $17.99, and this is $23.99 coming in at $17.99. The moose is so cute with the little ugly sweater and his little legs. Again, to shorten it, you would just cut down here, put the boots up higher, and then he can fit on an A2 card. So super fun. But I love the full size here. It's about 6 inches. Okay? Love, 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 love. And lastly, for more dies, festive ornaments. This is a fun one. $10.19 from $16.99. You can make beautiful cards like this. I love the drip, but you can choose not to have the drip, but really, really fun. I think this one here without the sparkly can go into that Ralph Lauren Christmas. So this is a fun little die set at $10.19. And then you have different styles, but I liked it solid, looking like figgy pudding type style. Love it. Okay, crafters, I'm going to go quickly into foundation dies because there are actually not many in this sale. But what is in this sale? This beauty right here. Perfect Touch Arches and Tag die. Largest die is an A2, 4 1/4, 5.5 inch. Comes in 6 more times to a tag. This is $20.99 from $27.99. You saw it here in the beginning of the video. So super cute. You just saw it not too long ago with the little toddler. 3 layers of it. 2 layers of it. To make a shaped card, you just put a 1/2 inch score line, glue the tops together, and it will stand up like so. Fun. When it first introduced, you can also use the smaller sizing in here to make like little note cards, or use it to make ornaments too. I could punch a little hole and put a little loop in here and then put something fun here and turn it into an ornament. And on a more recent card, this is so cute. It helped me to create a scene with a very tiny image and a small sentiment, but it helped me to tell this whole story. So foundation dies are your winners. If I had just done this as a rectangle, she would have been lost. But by playing with the shape, then coming in with that curve too here for the slopes, it told a story, didn't it? Foundation dies, and I love the stitch detail. This also works very well, especially in darker colors for your masculine cards. Trust the Perfect Touch rectangles, Perfect Touch arches for that, okay? Love, love, love. Next up, crafters, I don't have a lot of examples of this one. This is a fun foundation die set, and it's great too for masculine cards. Pinking Edge birthday add-on die. This is coming in at $16.79 from $27.99. I'll just put Pinking Edge in foundation dies. Here it is for Halloween. 2 layers of it. So fun. Largest die is 4 by 5 1/4. This will be a 1/4 inch shorter than an A2, so you'll get some nice spacing, okay? On this example, I'm using that second layer, not that outer layer. You also get the sentiment, happy birthday, and a cake with layers. Fun. Super duper fun. Up next, crafters, Tunnelscape collection. The only one in the sale is the Tunnel Cloud dies. This is coming in at $22.17 from $36.95. What is not in the sale? Rainbow Slice, nor the Underwater Tunnel. Neither one. Only Tunnel Clouds, which is my by far favorite anyway, so I'm happy about that. You can definitely give this one a try. You get 3 styles of clouds. You've already seen a few examples, but let's go back over them really quickly. Here it is with Gina. That's the largest one. Here's the largest one again with the truck. So we have masculine, feminine, seamlessly working together. Love. You saw it here on a travel card, just using a piece of it, just a little edge right there. When you run it through the die cut machine on an A2, love that. Here it is with the birds, 2 layers. Here it is with Gina, 2 layers with the kite. Here it is with my son Donovan, 2 layers on a 5x7. So you can come down smaller into the A2 or stay right here. You can still work this small size in here too if you want to have this type of look, okay? The smaller one. So fun. So at $22.17, if you don't own it, you're missing out because it really does open up a whole new fun layer to your foundation dies. Instead of it being a rectangle, which I'm about to show you in a second, but I do love my precision layering. You know, that's not my by far favorite, but this is still fun. When you want to tell a story and you don't know how to tell the story, start reaching for these Tunnelscape collection dies. And those bits, you can incorporate this if you want to get them on super sale. Alrighty, moving on. Okay, crafters, lastly in foundation dies. Precision layering, A2 sets A, not B. Only this one is in the sale. I know. Set A is coming in at $18.81 from $31.35. So it might suit you to get it. If you don't own it already, put this one in your wish list. Now, normally both of them are on sale when they're in these type of sales. Let's talk about both of them for a second first before I go into examples. So these are a set of rectangles, by far favorite because I use them to cut layers. A2, largest die in set A is 4 1/4, 5.5 inch. Largest die in set B is 1/8 of an inch shorter. So when you go between these layers, you can get very tight layers. 1/16 of an inch on each side when you go from one to the other, back and forth. But then you can also spread them out. You can make frames with them. You can make shakers with them by just using 2 bits. You can do all sorts of fun. I love to use them too to help me frame out BetterPress and Glimmer backgrounds and also keep my stencil image straight as well. So these are my by far helpers. So even though I said Tunnel Cloud is all fun and it's not just a rectangle, these are my little standby right beside me helpers, like how you have salt and pepper. Fabulous. But not in the sale. Set B. So I'm going to put it aside. Don't want to confuse you. Only this one. With set A, you can make something like this. You see that spacing? Somewhere in here, I have only set A. I don't think I have it for all 3 layers, but I know for sure I'm using one of these for the BetterPress. You see how it goes right there? And I'm using one of Paul Antonio's sentiments. I tell you, a lot of his sentiments are on sale, plus the additional 42 in that clearance. And look how it frames it out nicely. So love. This one looks like it could be 2 of these too. I'm using it to frame out the center of the swirl to find the center point. When I made this card, because I remember making it, the center point is not down here. It's about here. I wanted the swirl to be higher here and lower down here. So I used this to give me that look that I was going for. Hopefully I made sense. But to me, the way it turned out, that made perfect sense using that. Okay. Here is an example of that layer and that layer here on a card. Here I have a BetterPress image and I want to center it for a wax seal. Look at all the fun layers. Here is set A only, I can tell, just visually. Here's a BetterPress background. That's an A2. To keep my image straight, I start off with a bigger piece and I press it. And then I come on with the largest die here and frame it. Because if I shift this, it's going to be wonky. So I like to use these to also frame out where does it look straight. That's what I meant when I said I use it to frame out BetterPress and Glimmer, especially backgrounds, stenciled images too. See, this is all running straight. That die, winner by far. You can start off with set A. If your budget is tight and both of them were in the sale, I would tell you to get set A anyway because the A2 is in here. Now we're going to go into BetterPress and I only have 2 items, okay? So for BetterPress, I'm coming into Yana's Daisy collection because I saw these 2 beauties. I have here the Daisy Shower. This is a 5x7 press plate. I haven't seen any more since this one. Fabulous. And it also comes with a stencil. These 2 together is $39.74 from $52.99. $39 from $52.99. Call that $53. That is a steal for the Daisy Shower press plate. And then the Daisy Trio press plate. I got so excited with this one. I forgot to look if this one included the stencil. I'll let you know here on the screen. It also has a stencil. $38.08 from $45.98. Now you see the difference here. This is $39.74. This is $39.08. This is a A2 and then that's a 5x7. You can treat yourself to one of these beauties for your BetterPress and you can press or glimmer. This is the 5x7 here, pressed out. Look how pretty it is. You see this layer and this layer, I can tell you right now, that's precision layering. When I use both set A and set B, this is the tight layers I was talking about. That is set A, that is set B. This is 1/16 of an inch. Over here, I'm coming into a different foundation die, but I used the rectangle as well to frame this out to know where I wanted everything to fall for this. You can have a lot of fun with this. So super pretty. Perfect coming into 2026, right? Now I'm going to go into supplies. I'll just talk about it. Some adhesives are on sale. Wax seal stamps are on sale. Yellow tape is on sale. You know, I love yellow tape. This is yellow tape if you want to pick up a roll. Fabulous. Gems are on sale. So definitely check that out. And also, splatter white is on sale. This is opaque watercolor for your splatter. All the time you saw me having white snow. All right, crafters, so that is it for this fabulous early Black Friday sale. Like I said, if the sale stays the same, meaning the early Black Friday sale becomes the official Black Friday sale, nothing changes. I won't do another video. If I see some changes for Black Friday, then I'll come in with what those changes are. I plan on doing a comprehensive video, which will be other companies as well, but I'm going to talk about a few of them now because they have some things going on. I know scrapbook.com has a little coupon code. I'll put it here on the screen so you can apply that to cart. Glassboard Studio, they have a new 12x12 scrapbook glass craft mat. I will link my in-depth video here so you can take a look at that. Right now, you can get 20% off site-wide at Glassboard Studio using the code Suzanne15. You can get this one too, which is the true white. You can apply it to everything there and also their new mat as well. Also, crafters, from the comments, a lot of you were like, I wish I could get it. I wish I could get one of the Glassboard glass craft mat. I said it towards the end of the video, so maybe you didn't go all the way to the end. I'll say it now, which is still at the end of the video, but maybe I didn't say it clear enough. Every single month on the Glassboard Studio Instagram page, you can enter to win their glass craft mat of the month. It will be this size, which is the 18 by 24 inch. So that means you will have 12 chances each year. They've been doing this for a while. You have to enter at the beginning of the month, every month, and then you go back on like day 8 and check if you are the winner. So there is a chance for you to get it. Also, crafters, at Glassboard Studio, between now and the 23rd of the month, if you spend $150 or more on your purchase, you'll get 2 of these magnetic ink trays. Isn't that fun? It's just going to be a random pick and put in your cart. But hey, these are great for your standard ink pads. You can also put ephemera, pour out the ephemera here. Super duper fun. They are magnetic. That's why they're holding on to here so well. Because this is a magnetic glassboard craft mat. All of them are, okay? Definitely check out Glassboard Studio. If you decide to buy a glass craft mat, maybe add a few accessories, get up to that 150 so you can get the magnetic ink tray, because that's really, really cool. That's like $30 already, and you're getting it for free if you spend 150. Up next, crafters, this is the color cube. Now, if you watch my last video, I showed you that Spellbinders has the color cube in stock. They have now sold out of the new box 3 and 4, but they still have box 1 and 2. These are $40 each. What these are, just like the DIY color deck, it is inspiration. I did pull some. Where did I pull some? I think I pulled some from here. You get 250 cards in each box. If you got all 4 boxes, you're at 1,000 cards. But you see, I decided to go in after I talked about how I am not really good at the color theory, but I pulled some colors that I think I want to work with. So what they do is they give you ideas, but you can also use this if you're a decorator. On the back, you'll get these color codes. I'll put the person that designed this whole thing. She tells you what these numbers are. I think it's Pantone or something, but super fun though. So I guess a lot of you did see box 3 and 4 and said, yeah. And funny, after I said I don't use the box, guess what? I did buy box 4. I didn't buy box 3. I bought box 4. I read the description of what box 3 had and what box 4 had. Box 3 had jewel tones and something else, and I thought box 4 fit me better, so I just got box 4. And I said, let me see how it works, because I do want to use this. I mean, I did invest in this over a year now, and I'm not using it. So I can migrate from DIY color deck into these 2 beauties with the color cube. Yay! Lots of fun color inspiration. It can also help you with the adult coloring books too. Next up, Stampin' Storage. They have 15% off site-wide and free shipping when you spend $150 or more. They also have a upcoming Black Friday preview, and I'm showing you graphics here on the screen. You see that? I think it said, 25% off the Craft Island? You know, I bought the Craft Island. That thing is fabulous. You can watch videos on it on YouTube here just to see. It turns. You can have it counter height. You can have it bar height. You can get the drawers. I think it's fabulous. I can't wait to clear up my craft room and get into using it, because that is going to be my main crafting area, is that Craft Island. Also, Best Craft Organizer, which is their sister company. They have 15% off site-wide too. I'm showing you another preview for Black Friday, so that will be available Black Friday, those extras. But in the meantime, you can still do 15% off site-wide, and you can also get the paper sorter storage thing as well, which I have 2 of those, and the ink carousels. Those are fun too. Up next, crafters, my friend, my crafty pal, my crafty roommate. She has become a Stampin' Up demonstrator. If you want her to send you a beautiful catalog, and this catalog is from May to April of 2026, I'm going to get some cardstock because I'm curious about their cardstock. They have all sorts of goodies in here. I'm putting her information here on the screen, and I'll also put it down in the description box below, her email. Just send her an email and she'll send you one of these beautiful Stampin' Up catalogs. So Stampin' Up is still there doing their thing. Lots of stamp dies, and they also changed their packaging. When she was at the crop, she brought in all these Stampin' Up goodies, and I'm like, what happened to the little DVD case? And she's like, no, they changed it, and they're getting rid of all their rubber stamps, and they're now going into clear stamps. Clear stamps in a little slim little pocket. Really, really cute. So definitely check her out. I'm showing her some love for her Stampin' Up journey, okay? So if you're interested, definitely send her an email. Okay, crafters, I'm going to get into editing this video, uploading this video. Everything will be detailed and linked below. I may have to abbreviate some things. Remember, hot foil plate is HFP, BetterPress is BP, and for the dies, I'll just put the names. I'm not going to put the word die because I am limited by how many characters I can type, but I will detail and link everything below in the order presented, okay? So I hope you took some notes and check out all the goodies. And like I said, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a huge thumbs up and consider subscribing. And I went to IKEA yesterday, did some filming. Oh, you should have seen the looks, but I didn't care. I was having fun filming stuff. I saw all sorts of new crafty goodies at IKEA. I'm going to edit down that video over the weekend after I rest from doing this one, because this one always takes me a while to edit and then upload and everything. But I'm going to take a little rest, and then I'm going to get into that video. And I also have a Mickey and Minnie Mouse video coming too. Alrighty, crafters, until the next video, whichever one I just spoke about, stay crafty, my friends. Bye!